What's up, everybody? It's your boy Polymerization. You know what we do. I want to talk about my Thunder Dragons, man. Everybody started liking last video I had about them with the combo tutorials and everything. And I'm going to do that again. You know, test and everything. Not really much changed. People's asking, like, what have I done different because of Master 5 or revision, whatever you want to call it. But you know what? Let's go right into it, guys. Yeah. Alright, everybody, let's get into that deck profile. Nothing's really changed that much, but everybody wants to see my updated version for Master 5, revision, whatever you want to call it. Which I'm going to show it anyways, explain everything too. I still run 3 Aloof Lupines and 2 Batteryman Solars. Those are your only normal summons. You really use more than anything. I still think Aloof is better than Battery. I still like 3 and 2. I mean, some people do 3 and 3 of each, or 3 and 2. But I still think this is better. Even if I open up Aloof and Batteryman hand, I would go with the Aloof play before I would do this. Granted, Batteryman has some unique features when you combo certain stuff, but Aloof overall will get you where you're going a lot faster. Now we go into the Thunder Dragons. Now in the Thunder Dragons, it's pretty much set the same as always. 3 vanillas, you know, because you can discard it, add another, help build the deck. Still 3 darks, because dark is just amazing. You know, you can just discard dark to add dark. You can, when he leaves the field or banish, you know, add any Thunder Dragon card. So he's still overall the best of the Thunder Dragon things. 3 roars, second best, I think, more than anything, because, you know, if you lose the field or banish, you get special on any Thunder Dragon monster from your deck that's still in defense position, and then in the turn, if it's still there, it comes to your hand. But the best part about it, if you have it in hand, you know, you can discard it at any of your Thunder Dragon cards from the graveyard or banish them, which is really crucial. I still run 3 Hawks. I know a lot of people will say Hawk is not the greatest, but you know, there's a reason why I put Hawk 3, is because it's still really good. I mean, you gotta think about it. In the OCG, Hawk went to 1 over there for a reason. So I still think Hawk is really good and he's still utilized. And still, I run 3 Matrix. Some people run 2 Matrix. I still think having a 3rd Matrix in the late game is very important. It comes in crucial moments, plus you can discard it to make it your Thunder monster gain 5 attack. And the fact that it's combo with Titan is still more essential because this is Titan Turbo. And then I run the 1 Duo. Duo, I think 1 is just good enough. You don't want more than 1. I think it's freaky if you want to add more than 1. Some people will do the Cal 7 year. I think 1's good enough. You can search it out when you need it, and that's good enough. But that's all the Thunder Dragons. Now, granted, back when you had lost everything, you know, you could get around hand traps pretty easy. But nowadays, it's not as easy as it used to be. So we run Call by the Grave, because sometimes hand traps will actually hurt you, whether it be the Ash or the Lancia. So I still think Call by the Grave is essential. It's also good if you want to set it. You know, like if there's something you're pulling with graveyard you just want to get rid of, you can change it and get rid of it. So I still think that's really important. The only hand trap I run is Dimension Shifter. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Shifter is by far the greatest hand trap for Thunder Dragons. It utilizes so many things with Thunder Dragons. You can do this with Batteryman Solar, send off Solar's effect, and then send a Roar effect, special dark, and link away, and just keep timing and comboing right there. Another thing great about Shifter is everything gets banished, so they can't call by grave you either, because it's on the banish pile. Even if your opponent does stuff on like Dweller, it's not activating the graveyard, because it's getting banished, which is amazing. But this overall, I think is the best part, because everything is grave relevant, everything relies on the grave so much more than anything. So I think, you know, hitting your opponent with this, they're usually going to pass, or they're just going to make a really weak board for you to just break apart and then just go in for the win. I still run the small artifact engine. I do 1 Trap Trick, 3 Sanctums, and then 2 Scythes. I mean, I still think this is really good in so many ways. You know, it just keep your opponent from using an extra deck. It just utilizes so much, and it's amazing. One thing I love about all this is with the Trap Trick, you know, you're actually playing 4 of these. And even if you have the Scythe and you don't have these in hand, you can set your Scythe on your turn. And then on your opponent's turn, discard a Thunder, either it be Matrix or Dark, and then use Titan Spec, pop the Scythe, and then it's the same thing. You just lock your opponent from extra deck, so it just pretty gives you auto wins right there. Speaking of Titan, we do run 3 of the Thunder Dragon fusions because this is Titan Turbo. We want to fuse all day, so it's very essential that we play this. With draw power, we run at Lord of Darkness. The majority of your deck is mostly darks, so you always will run in darks more than anything, so this utilizes a lot of things. Even if you have Shifter in hand and it's a dead card in hand, you can actually lower your Shifter, keep the resources in hand, so that helps out a lot. Even though it got hit and it's down to 1, I still think Institution is really good. It gives you a free body, it's a free extender. It's still amazing when you have 1,000 Eyes Restrict. It still comes in clutch and wins you games no matter what. I still love this card and still play it. Another one of is Monster Born. Since we Instant Fusion went to 1, we're going to replace one of the Instant Fusions with Monster Born. So it's an extender more than anything, just to help you like recur monsters. Even on your opponent's graveyard, if they got something that you can destroy and you can bring back that they can't get over, this is really good. And of course, the best one of in the whole deck is Gold Sark. Gold Sark is by far, always will be and probably always be the best card in Thunder Dragons. I mean, when Thunder Dragons came out as at 3, but now it's at 1 for a reason. I still think this card is amazing. I don't think they'll ever rot it in a certain way. They'll just keep it 1 forever. But that is the main deck. The main deck for me is always lucky numbers 42. So let's go on the extra deck. So we talked about the Instant Fusion. Let's talk about the 2 targets. We got Kamari Attack and 1,000 Eyes Restrict. Kamari Attack is just so you can have a Thunder monster on board and you can banish Dark from your hand and make Titan. Very easy and simple. 1,000 Eyes Restrict, very good just because you can suck up a monster and just continue. You don't need Link Arrows anymore, so you can put all this in your main monster zone. You don't have to worry about nothing at all. The next OG card is Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. This actually comes in a lot of good moments. If you have a Thunder Dragon in hand, vanilla, and then a Thunder Dragon Fusion, you can just make this so easy, do the same with Kamari Attack, and then you can just make a Titan and a plus. Plus, you can use Thunder Dragon Hawk to revive this, which is amazing. And the daddy of the deck, we have 3 Thunder Dragon Titans. I mean, he's the go-to. He's the main part of this whole deck more than anything. I mean, it's Titan Turbo, attack on Titan, baby, all day. He's just amazing. You could probably run this at 2, but I think 3 is essential. Since you can really make Titan 2 on the board, you can actually get your opponent time. I think this is very important. You don't have to play this, but I choose to, because it's not that hard to make 2 Titans anymore. Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, or Gustav Max, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I still think this card's amazing. Even if you don't go in kill, you have 2 Titans, you can still just make this 2,000 burn. I mean, most times you can win in time very easy with this as well. We go into the links I play. I run Relinquish Anima. This card is funny and so good to me ways. So we don't have to worry about Link Karibo and living that arrow down, so we don't care about that. You rarely ever use your Link arrows more than anything. But with Anima, you go as 1,000 Eyes Restrict, suck up a monster, and if they're not careful where they put their stuff in their columns, use Anima, suck up a monster, and just attack. It's really good. I still love this card. I really see this card doing some crazy things in the future. 1 Cross Sheet, because Cross Sheet, lets us extend boards, helps us revive stuff in graveyard, so that's very crucial. You can even do Cross Sheet with instant fusions, just put a monster here, bring stuff back, and just, play up and just keep going non-stop. 1 It, because we like to do stuff on our opponent's turn, we like to disrupt stuff, so we definitely want to do that. Let's see if that camera focus on what happened. Focus. There we go, awesome. So, like I said, this is just good because we can do stuff on opponent's turn, make things unfair, so that's very important. Next card, since we do it, we also do the Nightmare Unicorn, because Unicorn's unfair, we just discard a card, and make our opponent send something back. Another link theory I use is Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. This comes in handy because if your opponent relies on targeting your stuff more than anything, you put this on board and use like your Duo, your Titan, somebody that's a level 7 or higher, they have no outs for this. You pretty much almost win the game a lot of times. This used to be like an auto win for Sky Strikers a lot since they can't target, and you just keep killing them and banishing a lot of stuff in the past formats. But still a great card overall. I think it'll hold to the test of time. In our link 4s, we actually run Appaloosa, because Appaloosa is not that hard, it's still easy to make. You can time it really well, have all those gates. 4 Sword, because we can OTK very easy in this deck. But yeah, like I said, 4 Sword, because you can actually OTK very easily in this deck. It's not that hard. You can do it very easily. If your opponent bricks the bad hand and you can go in the sword, you pretty much just win. And the last thing for I think is pretty spicy, pretty good, is Tautological Zero Horse. This card I think right here is really good because what you can do actually is on your opponent's turn, you can actually activate Artifact Sanctum and actually bring the scythe out, put the scythe on one of the arrows, banishes the whole field, and then they can't special something from extra deck, and everything on their field is banished. So overall, this is actually another wing condition, I think, because on the next turn it comes back and you put it anywhere in your main monster zones, and you just block extra monster zones. Your opponent uses links. Then you can just rely on your main monster zones to do like the Thunder Dragon, Titan, and all that stuff. But still, overall, very good. Plus, it's 100 boost for every card that's banished in your banish pile and your opponent's. I still think this is really good. Now, my side deck is actually built to handle the way things are, I think. So, we talked about the Artifact Sanctum engine with the trap trick, and I also run a bunch of other normal traps as well. I think since people rely on Graveyard so much, I got 3-dimensional Dimension Grounds because, you know, like I said before, everything is grave relevant. If you go against the Mantitators, the rocks, you know, they need that graveyard. Even if they mill, it has to hit grave for it to resolve. So no matter what, this hurts them and Shifter, which is amazing. So like I said, Trap Trick, you're running 4 of these, which is amazing. And then even if you don't see those, I actually run Dimensional Barrier because, you know, everybody uses main monster zones. You want to say, you go against Mantitators, you just go to Synchro. Guess what? They can't Synchro zone. It kind of kills the engine right there. There's a lot of other things out there you can just stop, even if it's going against like the things that run on XEs, you know, fusions. Even if it's a mirror match of any sort, I still think this card is amazing to have for the future and will always hold for the test of time. Now for back row hate, more than anything, I run 3 Dinko Sectas. I think every Thunder Dragon should have these. I don't care if it's a 1 or 2 or a whole play set of 3 on your side. This card will win you games against back row cards more than anything. I know everybody talks about Genzo and everything else with the new stuff coming out, but this will be easier to get out, much easier to use. You don't rely on your normal summon much, so this is your free normal summon to win. And another thing is, where it is a Thunder, you use Matrix, boosts attack. You know, it's just amazing in so many ways. You can just make this and win. I don't know how many times I've normal summoned this, my opponent had no warning, no judgment to stop it. And I just keep poking Dinko over and over and over because they can't do nothing because their whole back row is set. Another card for back row hate, because Mystic Mind is still a thing. I run 3 Cosmic Cyclones just because, you know, if they put the Field Protector Barrier on and everything, we can just banish it, no big deal. But I still think this is really good. It helps you get rid of a lot of problematic cards. And the last card is kind of a multitask, I think really good, is 3 Tycoons. Because so if you get stuck on second, your opponent puts some like cards up on the field, face up or something. You know, you can pop it before it comes to your turn and get rid of something problematic. Also, really good against the Pendulum matchup. If you ever go against Pendulums, you can time it just right and hit their scales, and then they just pass turn. They can't win if you hit their scales, so this is a really, really decent card, I think. Plus, once again, it is a normal trap. You can search this out with your trap trick as well, so you're running 4 of these. Remember that. Alright everybody, that is the deck profile, you guys. If you need to see some combo hands or tests, I'll be glad to do it. Give me some comments and subscribe. You know, but everybody, this is Polymerization. Peace, guys.